Well, welcome back to Pinball Garage, where I'm going to show you the score reel adjustment if your reels is carrying over, not lined up real good. Okay, see that little screw right there? It's a hex nut drive. See, here's the drive arm. See the stop pawl right there, where the little C-clip is holding the stud in? See it? And that's, of course, your return spring that fastens under your wires on the bakelite, wire assembly. So if your reel is carrying over a little bit, you want to get at that adjustment right there and make sure that that adjustment's all the way up. See, the stop pawl is right there. Normally you don't even have to mess with this, but sometimes you get a little bit of wear on your cam hub. Here's your cam hub. If you notice, I put a little blue mark on one of the little nipples. That's the large nipple, and the other two are smaller. And when you reassemble it, you have one large hole, then two small holes on this is your wiper for your match unit, and you get them all lined up. Same thing on the score reel. See where I have the mark? That's the large hole. And if you notice the two other holes at, I guess, 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock, they're smaller than that large hole. So you put this thing back on with the large hole over the large nipple, and the same with the wiper that goes underneath of it. See, this is where I had to take the drive lever out. That's the drive lever, and I had to replace it in a 1-point reel in a game, and I finally found a replacement, so I'm just putting this thing back together. And when you put your cam hub back in the machine, you'll have a couple arms. It's hard to do. See, there's an arm there, and that rides on one of the cams. You got 3 cams on there. So you got the crank gear, which advances it. Then you got 2 cam lobes that will open and close your zero position switch, your run out switch, and then the 9th position switch, which is one of those switches. I believe it's in the far stack there, or it could be in that. When I get it back together, I'll have to run it around, and you can watch the switches. And when it reels in the 9th position, the switch should be open. It's the only time, or I take it back, it should be closed. So that's the only time that one closes. And it's probably this one, probably that one right there. But you have to pull those little fingers back when you slide your cam back onto the shaft. And that's basically it. When you replace the arm, when you place this arm here, you do have to take the 2 screws out of your coil, so that when you put the new one in, you can slide the coil, the plunger in the coil over the drive, the little drive lever right there. So, but your stop pawl is right there. That's the adjustment. And the actual pawl itself is right there. That goes, the shaft comes up underneath the hole in the drive lever, and then of course your C-clip goes on to hold it in place. And then the spring mounts in the slot there. And then over here, there's another slot for it, for where your wires connect to the PC board for the to go into the machine. All right, well that's I know it's kind of bouncing around, but that's your stop pawl adjustment when your reel goes too far. Also, you have to check your hub to make sure that it isn't, you know, too worn. This one really doesn't look all that bad. The gears is what's going to make it carry over, you know, past the nice centered number position in your score window. All right, that's all for today. Nice rainy day here in Virginia. Raining like crazy. All right, happy Mother's Day tomorrow to everybody.